Tonight's Nailer Profile is forward Brandon Saigeon. And Brandon, first season in Wheeling. You started your pro career in Utah a couple of years ago. What was it like, the whole process last year, not playing, and then ultimately being able to find a home here in Wheeling?
Yeah, it was a long time coming. Obviously, a lot of stuff going on with COVID and all that kind of stuff, and then had a couple surgeries and injuries and stuff like that, but finally healthy, so looking forward to the rest of the season with the Nailers.
How long did it take you to get up to game speed after sitting out that full year?
Yeah, it took a little bit of time. I think Cooey and Army have done a great job, handling my situation and stuff like that. So I owe a lot of credit to them and my teammates and stuff like that. So they've made the transition really easy, and it's a lot of fun to come to the rink every day.
Yeah, you mentioned your teammates, and we can already tell that this group seems extremely tight early on. Did you notice that the second that you walked into the door, or is that something that's really built over the last couple of months since you guys have been all together?
Yeah, I mean, I saw it when I came in the dressing room for the first time, but I think the road trips and all that kind of stuff, a lot of time together on the bus and on the road and stuff like that, I think that helps with the team bonding and stuff like that to bring us closer. And yeah, it's just, it seems like a really, special team and a lot of character in that dressing room, so always fun to come to the rink.
When you played with Utah, you were in the Mountain Division, which is also a Western Conference city. Wheeling's also in the Western Conference. But how much different do you notice things, whether it's the style of play, whether it's the travel between some teams in the Mountain versus some teams in the Central?
Yeah, it's different. I mean, you see different teams down here, so it's a big change and stuff like that, and the travel and stuff like that. But yeah, I've enjoyed it so far.
You got your first goal of the season on Wednesday night against the Cincinnati Cyclones. How much of a sigh of relief was that for you? Exciting moment, and also playing in such a competitive game at that point as well.
Yeah, it was nice to contribute like that. I think you want to come in every night, just do what I can to contribute to the team, and whether it's scoring goals or just blocking shots, making plays, whatever coach needs from me. But yeah, I mean, the team's been doing well, so as long as we're getting wins, it doesn't really matter who's scoring.
You've had a chance to play with Tim Branham in Utah, Derek Army here in Wheeling, both pretty recent players in their own rights. How easy is it to make those connections with those guys because they can kind of be on your level in terms of your age, your experience, and just knowing what it's like to be around this type of a league?
Yeah, I mean, nothing but great things to say about Army. I think he's got a lot of respect from the players, and being a recent player, I think he can bring his experience and share it with us, and he's a good players coach, being a young guy, and so I think he's a good fit for this team.
What's it been like the last few weeks to see all the different changes that have gone on? You've had now 14 different players that started the year or have played at some point here have ultimately gotten some looks in the American Hockey League. So a lot of revolving doors, a lot of roles changing. What's that like to go through that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little difficult. You want the same group of guys, go through games with and build that chemistry. But I mean, it's a part of pro hockey, right? You have guys getting called up, sent down, traded, injuries, all that kind of stuff. So I think it's just something you have to deal with, and I think we're getting kind of used to it now.
What do you think keeps the head above water in a case like that, where a lot of people probably look at it and go, oh boy, they're missing player XYZ. That's probably a tricky situation, but you guys continue to win. Is it just how talented and deep this team is, how tight you are as a group, how hard you work, or a combination of everything?
I think it's a combination. I think we proved it. We had a bunch of guys sent up, and we just stuck to our core values and stuck to our game, and it seemed to be working.
What do you have for personal goals this year? I know you played in this league once before and back again, and obviously trying to make a name for yourself, continue to climb that ladder, team success too. There's got to be a lot of different things that go on to make you the player that you are.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just continuing to win. I think that's the biggest goal of mine, and I know it's a tough league to win in, with the schedule and everything that goes on with it. But I think we have a special team, and that's my biggest goal for this year, is just to do whatever I can to help the team win.
Very good, Brandon. I really appreciate you spending a few minutes of your time with me today, and we want to wish you the best of luck as you continue on this great season that you and the Nailers are having.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Brandon Saigeon, our Nailers profile here tonight. More of intermission coverage comes your way next on the Nailers Broadcast Network, presented by Main Street Bank.